Yo, what is up, you guys? AQ3 here. Hope you guys are having a great day. And I'm sorry I did not upload yesterday, or the day before yesterday, or yesterday, whatever. My internet was being trash, and yeah, I'm sorry, guys. And if you haven't yet, be sure to click the like button, and if you're not subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe for some content, some Resident Evil, One Piece, anime gaming content. Alright, guys? So yeah, please, I would really appreciate it if you do. And today I'm starting a new series based on anime, One Piece specifically, where I'm going to be talking about, in my opinion, how strong a character is. Because in One Piece, we don't have a certain power hierarchy, or like a power level like Dragon Ball Z. We have ranks, right? But there's none of that. And today I'm going to start with my favorite villain in the One Piece universe, which I think a lot of people disrespect my man Doflamingo, guys. Doflamingo was the main antagonist of the Dressrosa arc, which lasted over a year. I think it's the most lengthy arc ever that Oda has ever written, and a lot of people got tired of it. Look, I see Dressrosa as one of the best arcs in One Piece, honestly. Like, there was just so much going on. Like, you see Doflamingo, the villain, the backstory. We see Law's backstory. Doflamingo's backstory. We see what happened to Dressrosa when Doflamingo took over. People turning into toys, by Sugar. Sabo was alive. The revolutionaries. This arc was filled with good stuff. See, Admiral Fujitora. And Admiral Fujitora has gotten more screen time than any other admiral in One Piece. We also see the return of Rob Lucci towards the end. And yeah, enough about that. Now let's talk about Doflamingo's power level. The first time we saw Doflamingo was in Jaya after Luffy defeated Bayami with one punch. I was about to say One Punch Man. And we really don't know much about Doflamingo, like not even his name. We just know that Bayami was his henchman, and we see Doflamingo controlling people and then cutting Bayami, but we didn't see what happened exactly after. But we know Bayami is alive because he appears in the Dressrosa arc again. And the time after that we saw him was during the Marineford War. I mean, this was a really good indication of how strong Doflamingo was. I mean, he didn't even get a scratch in the war, guys, and he actually fought. Like, that's how good, that's how powerful he is. Well, a lot of people like to disrespect him, saying he can't face off against an admiral or whatever, but he can. I'm telling you, we didn't see Doflamingo's full potential. Now, in Marineford, he cut off Orange Jr.'s leg or arm. Yeah, I think it was his leg, like just like that, without even trying, dude. He also cut off Crocodile's head, but Crocodile's made out of sand, so it didn't affect him. But the way he did it, he was just playing with him. I mean, Doflamingo knew he wasn't gonna kill Crocodile. It was just to call his attention. And now we find out that he's a really important, like, Oda has been foreshadowing Doflamingo, like, basically since Jaya, that he's gonna be one of the main antagonists, and he is, and the best one in my opinion. And another important indication of Doflamingo's power level is when we see him face off against Aokiji. Well, they didn't really fight, but they were about to. After Punk Hazard, when Doflamingo was going to kill Smoker. Look, right there we see that Doflamingo is stronger than a Vice Admiral, for sure. Because I mean, even though Smoker was injured, we know that Smoker cannot take on Doflamingo. It's just, he can't, dude. Also, Doflamingo has Conqueror's Haki, something that only a few people have in the One Piece universe. Luffy, Shanks, Boa Hancock, Rayleigh, the Pirate King, most likely. So Doflamingo Yeah, he's got a lot of good things going for him. He also has armament hockey, really powerful armament hockey. He even said that his armament hockey was strong enough to go to counter Law's Devil Fruit, the OP no Mi, and going back to the Aokiji thing, I mean, Doflamingo is one of the smartest antagonists in the One Piece universe. Single-handedly, or with his crew, he took down a whole kingdom and made it his own, Dressrosa, by not even like trying. He took it down from, he controlled people to do it for him. I mean, that's how smart he is, and he knew what he was getting into when he was about to fight Aokiji. Even though the island was made out of ice, and in Aokiji's favor, dude, Doflamingo was ready to throw down. Like, that tells you that Doflamingo is confident enough to fight an Admiral. Sorry, I paused there, guys, but you know, I'm just trying to make this, you know, whatever. We know he's confident enough to take on an Admiral. Also in Dressrosa against Fujitora, he was down to fight Fujitora. And a lot of people say Fujitora was the most powerful person in Dressrosa at that time, but I think it was Sabo. I mean, Sabo has to be more powerful than Fujitora, but that's for another video. Doflamingo clashed against Fujitora, and he was confident enough. Again, he's confident enough to face off with Admirals. I mean, Doflamingo, like I said, was a really smart guy. He would not pick a fight with someone he cannot beat. Like Luffy, he's not like Luffy, where Luffy, even though he knows he can't take on these people, he'll fight them just cause, you know. But Doflamingo will not. Like with Kaido, he knows he has to deliver the smile to Kaido, or Kaido's gonna come after him, and he's scared of that. That's Doflamingo's fear. He knows he's not strong enough to be a Yonko. Okay? And a Yonko is on a complete different level. I would say 2 Admirals or 3 Admirals is enough power for a Yonko, you know, but and I bet those of you still watching this video, and if you do, you're the real MVP. You guys are probably wondering, then how did Luffy defeat Doflamingo if he's Admiral level in your opinion, right? Well, it took basically the whole island of Dressrosa to fight against Doflamingo. Like, we had Luffy, Law, like the citizens of the city were trying to fight Doflamingo. Everyone was trying to kill Doflamingo, man. And another thing that tells you how powerful he is, Fujitora's meteor couldn't strike down Doflamingo's birdcage, man. What does that tell you? Dude, Doflamingo's birdcage, the only way to get out was basically to defeat Doflamingo, man. And all these people knew that. That's why they're all trying to defeat him. And the only reason I see Doflamingo losing against Luffy was because, if you remember, Law used the Gamma Knife, and the Gamma Knife basically, like, it kills your body from the inside, alright? And Doflamingo was a little bit careless. He was too confident, I'll say that, because he called them brats, right? He didn't think that they were good enough to fight him, so he let his guard down. Remember, he let his guard down also when Luffy got the Red Hawk on him, when Law used his room and switched places between the two. Yeah, Doflamingo was careless, and when Law got him with the Gamma Knife, he knew, like, he messed up. I mean, you could see it in his face, man. Like, if Doflamingo never got Gamma Knife, you best believe Luffy would be dead right now. I mean, everyone would be dead. I don't know if Admiral Fujitora. I think Admiral Fujitora could probably destroy the birdcage if he really tried to, but you know, I don't know, man. I'm not Oda, and this is all my opinion, guys, so don't get triggered. Another thing that I would like to compare Doflamingo to is Cracker. Do you guys think that Cracker, if you read the manga, guys, do you think Cracker could defeat Doflamingo? Like, do you think Doflamingo is at Admiral or Yonko Commander level? I mean, if, in my opinion, if Doflamingo is not Admiral level, then he has to be like right hand man. No. If he's not at, okay, Admiral level, he has to be Yonko Commander level, at least, dude. At least. I don't see him being below that. He was built up so much. He has Conqueror's Haki. You have to keep in mind that Conqueror's Haki only belongs to a few people that are destined for greatness, guys. And Doflamingo's one of them. He's really important. I believe that he's going to break out of Impel Down. He just has to, man. I want to see Doflamingo again. Alright, I need to see him, dude. Like, maybe not being the final villain, because we all know it's going to be either a Kainu or Blackbeard. Most likely Blackbeard. And I want to see Doflamingo being one of the final villains, you know, because his dream is to be Pirate King also. If you remember Monet saying in Punk Hazard that you're going to be the Pirate King, Doflamingo, I believe he's a strong contender for it. I don't know if it's just me fanboying or, well, not fanboying, but you know, I love Doflamingo, man. Favorite villain. So yeah, guys, if you're still watching, tell me right now. If you're still watching, comment hashtag Doflamingo. Hashtag Doflamingo Admiral. No, just hashtag Doflamingo, guys, if you have watched this far. So I know you guys. Alright. Now, I'm sorry you guys that this video may be a little bit disorganized, but you know, I'm trying my best. And this will be one of the first of many to come, so I know I'll get better in time for you guys. I'll get better for you guys. I know I already brought up the war point, but you guys have to, like, do Doflamingo, man. I think if Doflamingo was on Whitebeard's side, they would have definitely rescued Ace, like, for sure, man. I mean, there's a reason he's the second strongest warlord, guys. I mean, first being Mihawk. We all know Mihawk is Yonko level, for sure. He's the strongest swordsman in the world, man. And some people say Shanks is, but he didn't want the title, whatever. But I think it's Mihawk. It has to be Mihawk for sure. Alright, and we see Doflamingo being the second strongest warlord. And then you have Kuma, Hancock, but they don't compare, alright, to Doflamingo. And I don't think Boa Hancock can defeat Doflamingo. Even though she has Conqueror's Haki and she's really strong, I don't think she's at Doflamingo's level yet. And another thing I forgot to mention, really important, guys. Doflamingo is awakened. He's one of the only awakened Devil Fruit users in One Piece. So he has all three types of Haki, a Devil Fruit that is awakened, guys. You know, that's important. That's really important. That tells you just how strong Doflamingo is and how lucky Luffy got in that fight. It may have been plot armor or something, but you know. And then another thing was Doflamingo was holding the reins to the monsters of the New World. He was the one that kept Kaido in control, basically, with the smile, guys. And you just can't disrespect Doflamingo. I just get really pissed off when people just don't even treat him right, guys. You know, disrespect my man Dofi. So, in conclusion, I think Doflamingo is Admiral level, if not a little bit below, maybe Yonko Commander level. And if you guys enjoyed, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Tell me which character you want to see next. And it's been AQ3. Be sure to subscribe. And I'm gone.